Hi there, it's Sheree at Sheree'sCraftyGirls.com. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to make this lovely little card with a start again, shall I? Double pleated front decoration. It's very simple to make and I think it looks really effective. You could have a more elegant and subtle one, or one that's a bit more bright and in your face. I like both of them. So it's entirely up to you. And today I'm going to use the Blooms in Bliss, which I think is really pretty, with the sugar plum cardstock to match. So you're going to need for your card base a piece of cardstock that is 8 1/4 by 5 1/4, scored in the centre at 4 1/8. For the card piece that the pleat sits on, you're going to need a piece that measures 5 inches by 3 7/8. A little piece of your banner, and the piece that I had left over from here, I just, not very accurately, found the middle and just cut into it, and that'll be my banner that goes across the front. You're also going to need a little piece of scrap paper for your label, and for your pleat it's going to be a piece of cardstock that measures 10 inches by 5 inches. Okay, so taking your scoring board and the long side at the top, you're going to score at 1 inch, 1 1/2, 2 1/2, 3, 4, 4 1/2, 5 1/2, 6, 7, 7 1/2, 8 1/2, and at 9. Don't worry about the measurements. I will put a link to my blog below, and I will have all the dimensions and everything set up on there for you. Oh, now taking a pen or pencil, with the long side at the top, you're going to mark at 4 1/2 inches, just a little notch, and again at 5 1/2, although that should be your centre pleat. So turn it over and do exactly the same on the bottom, 4 1/2 and 5 1/2. Then turn it round so the short side is at the top, and you're just going to put a little pencil mark at 2 inches and at 3 inches, and repeat on the opposite side. Okay, now we're going to bring in your trimmer, and you're going to align your first pencil mark, which would be 3 inches, to your first 4 1/2 inch mark, and you'll align that on the groove of your trimmer, making sure it's right in the groove. Sorry if my head is in the way, and just take away that corner and repeat on this side. Put your pen mark or your pencil mark in the groove and match it up with the short side, and trim that corner off as well, and repeat on the short, line it with the long one, and remove that corner, and the same the other side, making sure it's neatly aligned in the groove, and remove. And that is all waste. Well, don't throw it away, because you could punch little flowers and things out with those, so it's definitely not waste. So now with your grooves, I don't know if you can see them any better that side, or you can that side, you have a large panel in the middle. So taking a bone folder, take one side of the large panel that's your straight edge here, and you're going to bring that one in, then fold it back on itself, and then in, and out all the way across your score lines. So concertinas, like so, and repeat on the other side. Now when you bring this middle one in, they should, if I can find it, there it is, it should, when you fold this one back, meet perfectly, like so. And that's the middle. And again, do your concertina all the way across until you come to the end. And there's your beautiful double pleat. Now I'm just going to put a little bit of fast fuse down the middle, that's better, and along all the narrow ones, just to hold it in place. I find it, you don't have to, I just think it holds it a little bit easier. So then fold it back in on itself as you did before, and the same that side, and there's your beautiful pleat. And then you're just going to bring in your card and you're going to pop that onto the centre of your card like so. So turn it over with your adhesive, whichever is your preference. I'm using fast fuse, you can use snail, sticky strip, whichever you prefer. Whoops, missed one there, look. There we go. And just pop that in the centre of your card. Gosh, it's a bit fiddly because you have to try and align all four sides at the same time without sticking to your, there. That's okay, I'm just going to trim that little piece off. Just remove that so it's all nice and neat. Isn't that lovely? I love the colours. And then you're just simply going to pop that onto your card base. Again, use whichever adhesive you prefer. I normally use sticky strip, but I thought I'd give fast fuse a try. And pop that evenly into the centre of your card base, nice and neatly, like so. And then with your banner, I'm going to use my decorative label, my sugar plum ink pad, and the sentiment is coming from Rose Wonder, and I'm going to use, for some things there are just no words, which I think is an absolute fantastic sentiment. I really, really do. So ink up your stamp, making sure there's plenty of ink on it. Pop that onto your card. Oh, I just love that sentiment. I think it is lovely. Now, with my polymer stamp, I don't like to put it on my, oh gosh, stamp and scrub, because I think it might scratch it. So all I do is clean it with a wet wipe, and that cleans it, and then I just dry it off on a piece of tissue, like so. Right, taking my decorative label punch, pop that sentiment out, and I didn't get a dabber, I do apologise, just bear with me. Sweet sugar plum, there it is. Now you can use a dabber or a piece of sponge. I always put a piece of cardstock on the end so that I know which one goes with which ink pad, and then just pop a little bit of ink around the edge just for some definition, and I think it just softens it down a little bit. You can bring it in as much or as little over the edge as you would like so. Just going to darken that bit a little bit. So popping that to one side with some dimensionals. I'm going to pop that onto my banner. So a couple of dimensionals in the centre, remove the backing, and pop that onto the centre of your banner. Actually, I think I might pop my banner on just to make sure it is central. With your bone folder, just curl it slightly so it just curls up like so. I think I was a little bit enthusiastic, and I'm just going to seal that on with some adhesive across the centre like so. And then I'm going to pop that in the centre of my banner, like so. I think that is a very quick, very simple card, but I do think it's very effective. So there we are. There is my double pleated front card. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, take care. Bye.